Your starter ship, which is better than you thought it was. Baby's first combat ship. Fear me. A ship whose design brief was, let's obscure the pilot's view as much as we can get away with. A ship which is great at going fast in a straight line and fuck all else. A ship which can be made into the fastest ship in the game and otherwise is pretty forgettable. The original classic, whose longevity has been rewarded by having hardpoints in really shitty places. A classic old ship gets an upgrade and is pretty good in a fight as a result. A scout ship that is surprisingly good at combat. A lard-ass version of an old classic that is worse in pretty much every way. Your cargo capacity is now into 3 figures, as are the odds against you surviving any interdictions. I'm sure someone out there has something interesting to say about this. A popular exploration ship, particularly among those who think exploration is all about jump range. A fantastic small combat ship that really should be getting more attention than it does. The most pointlessly useless ship in the entire game. I stand corrected. The best small combat ship in the game once you've engineered the fuck out of it. The go-to exploration ship, despite it often having problems landing on planets. A ship that proves you really can create something that is less interesting than watching paint dry. Good looking ship which is otherwise pretty forgettable. The flying battering ram. Faster and more manoeuvrable than any large ship really should be, but fuck me, that hardpoint placement. Even more forgettable than the Chieftain. Take one Alliance Challenger, then remove some of its firepower just to make room for a fighter hangar. A combat ship that is more manoeuvrable in supercruise than it is in combat. The go-to exploration ship for players who are sick of trying to land on planets in an ASP. Take one Python and then remove one of its Class 6 internal modules. An entirely unintentional jack of all trades. The greatest combat ship in the entire game. A great combat ship that is hated by people who are too stupid to know the difference between acceleration and top speed. The best all-rounder in the game if you really must land at outposts. You too can haul over 700 tons of cargo whilst being armed with a pea shooter. A great ship to fly until it nearly spontaneously combusts because you just happen to look at the frameshift drive key. Loads of guns and manoeuvrability comparable with the planet Neptune. The greatest all-rounder in the game, especially if you don't give a fuck about landing at outposts. Serious firepower, but totally reliant on 2 hardpoints. Serious shields, serious armour, serious cargo capacity, serious firepower, serious straight line speed, and serious manoeuvrability problems. You may as well try farting at the enemy for all the good you're going to do in one of these things. It's too expensive, says the community, that also says credits are so easy to come by that they should be removed from the game.